I was coming up the elevator after grabbing a protein shake, and I ran into you the other day.
Yeah.
And you were despondent. Maybe despondent is a little bit too much, but
Yeah.
you weren't too happy. You were peaked.
Yeah.
And we started chatting,
Mm-hmm.
and you talked about how you messed up.
Yeah.
And you talked about the trade you messed up in, and you talked about how you felt.
Yeah.
And you weren't feeling that great.
Mm-hmm.
And we started talking, and I said, you know, I love that you're feeling this way. I want you to feel that way.
Yeah.
I'm really glad, as somebody who runs a firm,
Mm-hmm.
that we have people that care. It shows you care
Right.
that you were so piqued
Mm-hmm.
about a particular trade. And when we were talking, you were very specific about how you messed up.
Mm-hmm.
You were specific about how you didn't, we'll talk about this a little bit more, but you were specific about what you didn't do, what you should have done.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't too happy with yourself.
Right. Yeah.
And so I said, hey, why don't you and I sit down
Mm-hmm.
and do an anti-playbook trade? And
Right.
this is you, we talked about this before the open, this is you doing a wonderful job showing your leadership to the firm, because we're going to share this with the firm, and to the trading community who is watching this. This is excellent leadership from you. This anti-playbook trade is a wonderful, effective best practice that people ought to implement into their trading to help them find their edge, to help them eliminate the stuff that's nonsense, the stuff they got to get out of their trading, the stuff that all of us have in our trading that we got to start doing much less of.
Right.
And it also, when you go through this process, it helps you to internalize what you shouldn't do. The nonsense you've got to stop doing, because you know, and I saw you in that moment, and I saw your face, and I felt your reaction, and I felt bad for you. This is the stuff you got to stop doing, and you will internalize after you do this that you shouldn't do the things that you did. And it's also going to help you recognize and internalize the trades that you should make. And becoming a good trader is about the trades that you should take and understanding them, and the trades you shouldn't take and understanding them. And lots of people, after they made a trade like you, would just have walked out of the building or walked out of their office and maybe went to a bar or found their significant other or turned on the TV or got on the internet or got on Instagram or Snap or whatever you young people do.
Yeah.
Okay, or I hear there's some stuff about TikTok.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna have to explain TikTok to me. I don't dance. It looks like fun. You know, I think I may have missed that whole thing. I'm not gonna go on TikTok and start dancing. But, you know, this is, you didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you sat down and you created an anti-playbook trade of things you shouldn't do. You used your peak, your unhappiness with your trade, and turned it into a solution. I'm not going to do this going forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get better. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But you've got to take that frustration and turn it into something constructive. And this is a very effective best practice for turning frustration into something constructive. Understanding what you shouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
Your anti-playbook trade. So we're going to go through this and figure out what you shouldn't do in your trading so that we don't feel that way going forward. Hey, go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. And please take the time to add your feedback in the comments section for what videos you'd like for us to produce next and what you found helpful from this video. From all of us at SMB, train and trade well.